at the start of the game. Yesterday was a rest day, and rest days are not common in chess anymore. So we can expect everyone to be well rested and then raring to go as the second half of the tournament starts. And we can also say that this rest day was spent in a very fruitful day, as all the participants were taken on a sightseeing tour of Pune, a historical city with so much history and beauty behind it. And let us take a walk along with the participants how they spent this picnic. The seat of the Marathi Empire, the Shanwar Wada, where the Peshwas and the Marathi kings ruled the whole of the Marathi kingdom with so much of force. Among them, well known as Bajirao and Balaji Bajirao, who extended the Marathi Empire throughout India. Young people, the visitors to the tournament, were happy to be here. There you see the Filipino participants being happy to be here. All those who went on this excursion to Shanwar Wada and the foreigners enjoyed their stay here.
And there you have Ganesha and other paintings there. You would also be observing that this false ceiling is actually this whole column, and the false ceiling will come and fall on top of your enemies. Here you can see an ornate cannon, a bronze cannon with very detailed carving. To be able to give you opportunity to observe the detailed work that has been carried out in stone, you'll be able to see all the floral arrangements and how they ended up mocking the actual wooden structure.
Everyone indulging themselves, seeing all the historical places, taking photographs, huge cannons, very vast lands, all indicative of a brilliant empire at some point, and all the participants enjoyed their trip to the place and got back. And they went to the Kelkar Museum.
Welcome to the Raja Kelkar Museum in Pune. This museum was made by Dr. Kelkar in memory of his beloved son. He was a collector of historical artifacts and ancient artifacts from all across India, and in this museum you will find pure gems from the history of Indian culture. For example, over here you can see statues of gods, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, and as we go further, well, you will see what you can see. Let's take a tour now.
Very precious objects, statues, everything preserved from the time of the Marathi glory. History of Pune, history of Maharashtra, preserved beautifully. The Chinese team over there, enjoying themselves, seeing minute objects, thrones. Wei Yi, enjoying himself in front of the mirror.
When in those days, natural calamities came, means what time,
Getting briefed by the official guide on ways and customs and artifacts which are collected here.
Tied the top with the rope, took it into the deep well.
Beautiful chariots, rare artifacts, all indicative of a glorious past. That's a very invaluable sari out there. The Marathi symbol of aristocracy and supremacy, the topi, traditional lamps, various objects of the palace, preserved beautifully and presented very nicely. Taj Mahal, the pride of India, swords used in battles, drums, seat of once again palatial occupation, palanquins, body armors worn by warriors during battles. Everyone enjoyed. The participants really needed the break, and this little one too enjoyed a time, it seems. A small replica of the Shanwar Wada there. and she is enjoying her drive on the auto. So finally, they all, after replenishing their energies, started the battle for the 8th round. Karen Grigorian of Armenia, very determined, sitting solidly on the board, fighting it out against Cory Yorge, who was on sole lead at the end of the 7th round, who has dominated the tournament. Grigorian played a beautiful game to defeat Cory Yorge in this crucial game.
Karen, you beat Cory George from Peru in this round. How was your game?
My game was so interesting, but I'm happy because of result.
Yes, and you have had many fights with Cory George in the past. This is the first time you have beaten him. How does it feel?
It feels me very good because 3 times we played 3 in a row was many interesting game, and I can win and he can win, but every time was the row. First time I win him, and I think of course finally I win him.
Yes. And in the 5th round you lost against Lu Shanglai, but after that you have won your 3 rounds consecutively. How did you make this comeback?
I don't know, when I lose Lu Shanglai, I think I'm going back now. I don't have many points, I think anything not so good, but what to do, I should fight every game. Because of tournament I have many rounds and I win first, second, and now I play first. I think first part is so important, and after this win, I don't know, tournament was so interesting now.
Chinese Grandmaster Wei Yi fighting it against the Indian hopeful S L Narayanan. Narayanan needed just a draw in this game to score his Grandmaster norm. The game went on deep into the end game, but dashing the hopes of the Indian, the Chinese Grandmaster won. 3rd board, another deep battle between Lu Shanglai, Grandmaster of China, and Benjamin Bok, Grandmaster of Netherlands. 2 different cultures, 2 different peoples, 2 different style of play, and finally it was the Chinese Grandmaster's staying ability in the game which prevailed. Top board clash in the women's section between Goryashkina Alexandra, the top seed of the tournament, and PADMINI Roop, the top hopeful of India. A classic match. Goryashkina brought all her experience to the board to outwit the Indian woman Grandmaster. Daria Pustovaitova, the Russian FIDE master, fighting it out against Ivanov Anna won. Sara of Iran played a peach of a game to defeat her young Indian opponent, Ivana Maria Furtado.
Hi Sarah, how was your game today?
Today after the opening, I guess, I'm not sure about the position, but she was repeating the move, then she refused it, and I guess after that I got a good position. I won.
And which opening did you play today?
Today I played, for the first time, I played Nimzo with white. I always play knight f3.
That's nice, so the surprise worked for you today?
Yes, and I didn't know the opening as well, so I got it back.
P V Nandhidhaa, having a solid tournament so far, fought gallantly against Iano Gelip of Romania, but still lost her game.
Ivana, would you like to tell us a little more about your game today? You won in a very nice manner against P V Nandhidhaa.
Well, it was very hard. I prepared in the morning like for 3 hours for her, and she usually plays c5, Sicilian. But this time she switched to e5, and I was like, I didn't even look at what she's playing here. But okay, I just played by myself.
Okay, and did you get a good position from the opening, or
yeah.
How was it?
From the opening, actually, she just gave me the bishop pair. So I had the bishop pair, and she also played at some point b6, very bad move. She had a weakness on d6. So we just exchanged pieces, and I was with the pair of bishop in the endgame.
Ivana, you're from Romania, and is this your first time to India?
Yeah, it's the first time, and I hope not the last.
You like it here?
The most I like here are the people. They are so kind and generous and nice.
Gu Tianlu, the Chinese women international master, fighting her compatriot Zhai Mo. An all-Chinese clash ended in a win for Zhai Mo. Nguyen Thi Mai Hung of Vietnam fighting it against Srija Seshadri. To Seshadri's credit, she held her fancied rival from Vietnam to a draw. Sabina Ibrahimova of Azerbaijan fighting Rucha Pujari of India. To the sadness of the local fans, Rucha lost. Irina Petrukina of Russia fighting it against another Indian hopeful, Varshini. Varshini, to her credit, held her Russian to a draw, Russian rival. The Filipino young hopeful Fraina, women international master, played a beautiful game to outwit her Indian opponent Shweta Gole. Mary Arabidze, international master from Georgia, played a powerful game to defeat Sakshi Chitlange of India. Arabidze is back to her winning ways again and back to the top table again in the next game. Michelle Catherine of India, very determined on the board, fighting it out against Srija Seshukun, women international master of China. Michelle won a brilliant game and moves on to 5 points. Pratyusha Bodda of India, again playing a very neat game to defeat woman FIDE master from Serbia, Mila Zarkovic. Vlada Sviridova, woman FIDE master from Russia, outwitted Tihana Ivakovic of Croatia. This being a long tournament, well attended, 77 participants from 51 countries. Monput Cyril of France defeated GK Monisha of India in another interesting game. And Mahalakshmi, another Indian hopeful, went on to lose to another Indian, Harshita Gudanti. Madhurima Shekhar of India defeated J. Saranya, her compatriot from India, moves on to 5 points. Tarini Goyal fought very gallantly but lost to woman FIDE master Guki T from Italy. Potluri Suprinta fighting it out against Sarvinos of Uzbekistan. And the next is Mona Khalid of Egypt fighting it out and beating Santiago of Philippines. Maria Gevorgian, a strong woman FIDE master from Armenia, defeated Caballero of Peru. Another very interesting game. Vaishali of India drew with Bengston Jessica, a very good result for the youngster who really played a gritty game. Long array of battles as the tournament has entered its second half. Very well fought games dominating the order of the day. And that's the top array once again. The open section, heating it up. Quentin de Cormon fighting it against top seed Vladimir Fedosiev. Fedosiev has come back to the top table, scoring a win and moving on to 6 points. Arvind Chidambaram of India, who has had an indifferent tournament so far, held Grigory Oparin of Russia to a draw. Good result. Antipo Mihail beating Anurag Mamal, who was a dragon slayer the previous.
Mihail, how was your game today?
Today I had the easy game. It wasn't any problem.
No problem. You won quite easily?
Yes, I had a bit advantage from start, but after my opponent played very bad and...
Okay, which opening was it today for you?
It was Paulsen, but I played B3 instead of D4.
Instead of D4, you played B3, so an anti-Sicilian rather.
Yes.
Anti-Sicilian.
I usually play this variation, I had a lot of games, but this is a rare variation.
Diptayan Ghosh fighting it out against Tadeusz Kribel of Czech. Diptayan scored a very impressive victory. Ulvi Bajrani of Azerbaijan going down to Bai Jinshi of China. The Chinese international master after this game just needs a draw to score a grandmaster now. Indaik Alexander of Serbia fighting it out but nevertheless drawing against Linus Johnson, FIDE master from Sweden. Vladislav Kovalov of Bulgaria has had an uneven tournament so far and was once again held to a draw by his less fancied rival Ben Artsy Ido of Israel. Shardul Gagare, playing white pieces, met his match, lost to Grandmaster Dragun Kamil of Poland. Zhonka Balash, very young, very big talented youngster from Hungary, held Ankit Rajpara, Grandmaster from India, to a draw. One more interesting game, Ider Boria of France fighting it out against Murali Karthikeyan, and the game ending in a draw. Paulo Borsamina of Philippines, well dressed, playing a very smart game to defeat Sahej Grover of India. This is the second consecutive loss for Sahej in this tournament. Novak Kabarkapa of Serbia losing to the Norwegian talent Tari Aryan. Srinath Narayanan defeating his fellow Tamil Nadu state champion Navalgund Niranjan in a very impressive game.
This is Srinath, our 2 times Asian Junior Champion, and congratulations as you won today's game. How was the game? Can you describe?
It was Catalan Benoni. I played against Niranjan Navalgund. I played against Niranjan and it was a Catalan Benoni. I think it was strategically very complex. I made an exchange sacrifice and it was like dark squares against light squares.
So it was opening preparation?
Yeah, it was opening preparation, but both of us were in opening preparation, so there's nothing surprising. And I think both of us got what we wanted to get in our preparations. So for a long time it was just strategical maneuvering. I had control of dark squares, he had control of light squares. He had more material, but that wasn't really relevant in the position. And I think he missed a chance at the 27th move when he played King H1. Instead of which I think E5 was stronger and more concrete. And after that I gained control of the game. And I think the finish was fairly precise this time, which I was really looking to implement today because I already missed 2 games in which I had a very large advantage.
Prince Bajaj, who played a solid tournament so far, lost to Prasanna Raghuram Rao, his countryman and international master. Rajdeep Sarkar and Sayantan Das, 2 big talents from Bengal, fighting it out and the game ending in a very, very well played draw. Vidit Santosh Gujrathi, who has had setbacks in the last 3 games, found his touch once again and played a very powerful game to defeat Matej Blazeka of Croatia. Finally, Vidit is coming to respectable score at 5 out of 8 games.
Vidit Gujrathi, last year's bronze medalist, and he won the game after the rest day. So how was it? How are you feeling now?
Actually, the game was really good. I had prepared this line some few years ago, and finally I got a chance to play it.
Wow.
And after the opening, I had 1 hour 35 minutes, and he was already down to 40 minutes. So that was already a big advantage. And he made a few inaccurate moves, and after that I managed to seize the initiative.
So it was just home preparation?
No. After that I had to play a series of good moves, but it was not that tough.
So the battle is heating up. Every round is producing very, very decisive games. Brilliant tournament now.
You played against Abhimanyu Puranik. Can you tell us how was the game?
Okay, I got some preparation with the white pieces in the Spanish, and I managed to take a pawn and he had some compensation, but I think I stabilized the position and then slowly managed to win. So it was a decent game, which was nice because the tournament hasn't been going very easy for me so far. So it was a good.
So, Athar, another nice victory in the 8th round. Can you describe your game?
Yeah. Consecutive 2 wins feels great. After maybe because of the free day, I'm feeling very fresh and re-energized. And I'm thinking as a new tournament after the free day. And today was quite a good game. I was playing Manigandan from India only. He's from Tamil Nadu. Also, He started with the first move d4. My structure was very solid as I was black, and he made many mistakes in time pressure which cost him the game, and he lost on time, but the game I was piece of anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So Akansha, you won your game today against a Hungarian girl. Can you tell us about your game today?
The game started from the French opening. The game started in the French opening, and then she played some moves early which she should have played afterwards, and because of it I had a chance to promote the pawns, and I did so. In the middle game, the position was quite better for white, and in the end I was a pawn up and I won the game up, becoming a piece up.
Hello Professor, so how has been your experience at this World Junior after 8 rounds?
This is a fantastic experience here because all the players are cooperating very well. We have got an excellent team of arbiters here, as well as officials are doing their wonderful job. So it's not at all a problem. Everything is going on very smoothly here.
Yeah, so there haven't been any technical issues as such?
So far there has been no technical issue, and we hope there will be nothing.
Well, that's very good to know. And how do you like the tournament hall?
Yeah, the tournament hall is good with very good facility, air condition, and with a very good ambience for the players to play. Yeah.
And how was your rest day yesterday?
Rest day we had been to Shirdi. It was really wonderful, and we took some of the arbiters as well as the players along with us. The players also enjoyed because some 5 players from Tamil Nadu and 1 player IMs, GM, IMs, Dityan goes from West Bengal, all of them played, and they all enjoyed the Shirdi experience there.
Go please.
So Mr. Dongre, who is one of the key person behind this World Junior Championship organization, how this halfway tournament has gone. So how do you find it now?
The tournament has proceeded in a very excellent manner, and right from day 1 till now it has proceeded very smoothly. All the 50 country participants are extremely happy. Yesterday they were taken for a tour of the city, historical city of Pune, as yesterday was a rest day, and all aspects of organization are running on very smoothly till now.
Welcome to the 8th round of the World Junior Boys and Girls Chess Championship 2014. The rest day did not really work in favor of the Indians, but looks like the foreigners returned feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Can you tell us about the boys section today, Sagar?
Yes, it was a day in which there were more negatives for Indians than positives. The only positive for Indian fans was that Diptayan Ghosh, who was on 5 points today, beat his opponent Tadiya Skripal and moved on to 6 points. So he's leading the Indian challenge after 8 rounds. On the other hand, the star of our tournament, S L Narayanan, suffered a setback after losing to Wei Yi. So he still remains on 5.5 points. Another interesting result for Indians is Prasanna Rao, who has consecutively won 3 rounds and is now on 5.5 points. So is Narayanan Srinath, who is yet to lose a game in this tournament. Good news for Indian fans is that Vidit Gujrathi has finally started to pick up his pace and has won his game and is now on 5 points. But the leaders, Karen Gregorian, is on 6.5, still quite ahead of the rest of the Indians. Soumya, why don't you tell us about the girls section?
A decisive round in the girls section today, because we had as many as 8 results on the top 9 boards today, and we have 3 new leaders now. Govrachkina Alexandra, the top seed from Russia, Ivanov Anna, and Chulpita's Anne lead the tournament with 6.5 points out of 8 rounds now. And unfortunately for India, PADMINI ROUT lost her game on the top board, as did Ivana Maria Furtado against Khademul Sarasad, and so did Nandhidhaa PV as well. So not a very nice day for Indians overall, but looking forward to the next rounds.
We hope that the 9th round, which begins tomorrow at 2:30 PM, will be much better for the Indians, and we hope that you will see us again at 11 PM tomorrow.
It's all happening here at Pune. In the open section, among the top 8 boards, 7 decisive results. And in the girls section, top 6 ended in decisive results, and thus producing 3 joint leaders in both the sections. From the Indian point of view, a little bit of a setback as S L Narayanan lost his game. But at the same time, Corey George, who was dominating the tournament till now, was also dislodged by Karen Gregorian. Well, floodgates have opened and both the sections, the bloodbath has started, probably aided by yesterday's of rest. Everyone has come back with vigor and stepping their pedals and increasing the speed with which the tournament will go on from now onwards. Exciting times ahead. Stay with us.